Or is this full-time MMA now?
I love full-time MMA right now.
Full-time MMA?
MMA,
Nothing
yeah.
else?
My life, man, yeah.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Yoel Romero has unfortunately missed weight for his UFC 225 rematch for the undisputed middleweight title against Bobby Knuckles Robert Whittaker. This comes on the second attempt. Yoel Romero only missed weight by 1 pound on his first attempt, and he still had 2 hours to cut that last pound, and he still came up short. He was only able to cut 0.8, so he weighed in at 185.2 pounds. So he's 0.2 pounds over the championship weight, which means now he can't win the title. Also, he likely has to forfeit 20 to 30% of his purse. Hell, this title fight could potentially even be canceled now if Robert Whittaker's team doesn't agree to take the fight. So we'll see what happens. I don't think that's going to be the case here. Hopefully, because Robert Whittaker would be missing out on a lot of money if he turned down this fight. Not just because he's a champion and he gets paid like such, but also he gets pay-per-view points. And this is going to be a really big card this year. You got CM Punk on the joint, as well as it's already the most stacked card of the year. Holly Holm versus Megan Anderson, Tai Tuivasa versus Andre Arlovsky. I mean, we got another title fight with Rafael Dos Anjos versus Colby Covington. I mean, this card is stacked, even the prelims and stuff like that, so it would be unfortunate for this fight to get pulled off. But this is just another example that we've saw of fighters missing weight. I know some people feel like that people miss weight intentionally, and they say that it's a form of cheating. Now, I get that if you're coming in like Mackenzie Dern style, like 8 pounds over, but if you're just coming in 0.2 pounds over, I don't know how much of an advantage that gives you over, you know, if you 185-pound fighter. If you're coming in at 185.2, really that just hurts Yoel Romero as far as what he can win here, right? And you don't think somebody would try and get an advantage if it means they're not going to be able to win the title. So I don't think that's what this is here. I think Yoel Romero just was unable to make the weight. Now this is interesting because he's the first fighter to ever miss weight for 2 title fights in a row. He just came off a fight with Luke Rockhold where he knocked Luke Rockhold out, but he missed weight for that fight. He took it on short notice though, so he got a little bit of a pass. He took it on 1 month's notice instead of the traditional 2 or 3 month camps that fighters get, or 2 month camps, I believe. Either way, he took it on 1 month's notice. The fight versus Luke Rockhold came in and missed weight for that fight, but he got a knockout. So even though he didn't win the interim title, he still got a title shot versus Robert Whittaker. Now, that's actually sort of unprecedented. Usually the UFC doesn't give title fights to people who miss weight because it's like, we can't guarantee you're going to make weight for the title fight. And then what happens if now Yoel Romero beats Robert Whittaker? Well, now Yoel Romero is not the champion, but Robert Whittaker just lost, right? But he beat the champion. So that'd be a shitty situation if, let's say, Robert Whittaker got knocked out, God forbid, by Yoel Romero, but he's still the champion, right? Because Yoel missed weight by 0.2 pounds. So it's really a bad look in all, man. Yoel Romero was unable to cut the pound in the 2 hours. So with that being said, Yoel Romero has missed weight for his UFC 225 title fight against Robert Whittaker. He cannot be crowned champion due to this, but if Robert Whittaker wins, he still defended his belt. And with that being said, it is what it is. The rest of the card is still stacked. I'll keep you guys updated as to what happens with the fight. As of right now, I'm under the impression it's still going to continue. But if for some reason this fight gets canceled, I'll definitely keep you guys updated with that. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And real quick, thank you to my boy Forward Thinking and Arpit Singh for joining the full-time MMA in the morning live chat. Also the troll MMA Fast Topic, somebody joined in there on his account pretending to be him, so that's interesting, but they never spoke up. They didn't say it with their chest. So make sure you check out Full-Time MMA in the morning. It'll be back next Monday. Other than that, UFC 225 is tomorrow. Going to be doing a live fight companion, a Google Hangout. Probably have some people join as well, or I might just give my live reactions to all of the fights. Either way, we're going to be streaming that on YouTube. Make sure you guys come check that out tomorrow. UFC 225 live fight companion right here on Full Time MMA. And I'm telling you right now, if Andre Arlovski gets knocked out by Tai Tuivasa, if Tai Tuivasa gets a first round KO, is the stipulation. If Tai Tuivasa gets a first round KO at UFC 225, I'm busting a motherfucking shoey with him after the fight, live during the fight companion. So I'm gonna have to find a clean shoe and get some alcohol. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, UFC 225 fight companion with your boy Full Time MMA. Let the Full Time family know what you think in the comments about Yoel Romero missing weight for his title fight at UFC 225. I'm out. And as always, thanks for checking out this video. If you're new, or if you're just slacking on your pimping, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. And if you want to help support this independent channel, you can either click the PayPal button in the description, or you can go to patreon.com/fulltimemma and consider becoming a patron. I'm out.
This is #1 bullshit.